Hey guys, it's now day 10 of the Bottom to Top project, and I'm making my way back home from Auburn, California. I had to come down here for a couple days, visit with some people. I wanted to check out the area. I'm considering a move. I've been considering a move now for some time, and I'm trying to look at different areas that would facilitate, my future wants. So I came down here and checked it out. I like it down here. It was kind of a side venture from the project that I'm working on right now with this Bottom to Top thing, but I did want to see the area, A quick update though. I'm still kind of in the planning phase. I'm still situating stuff in my storage and, preparing for what comes next. Like I said, phase 2 is all about, getting work and finding a place to live. So we're gonna do that. I just got to figure out where that's gonna be. I'd kind of like to. I'd kind of like to be down here. The weather's nicer. I think I'd have more of an influence when I did my, for the ultimate goal of launching my business. I'm closer to the city here, so I could have a lot more of an impact. There is a major hub, there's an airport, and I could fly in and out of there easier than where I'm at. There's a lot of benefits to being here as opposed to being, back home in Medford. So that's weighing pretty heavy on my mind right now. So we're going to figure that out. The next update you see from me, we are going to sit down and go over some goals and a timeline, things that I've been learning from the book I'm reading. And I'm going to show you that, and you'll probably see another update from me here in the next 1 to 2 days, and we'll go over those kind of things. I just wanted to check in. It's been a few days since I've done so. I've just been busy, and I've just been trying to chew on where do I want to be, what is the right move right now. Being in this position, it's not as easy as you would assume. The logical thing that most people do is they just connect with friends or family, and they stay with them until they can get back on their feet. And trying to be as real and transparent as possible with this project, I think that's a good option. I think that's a good way to go. I really don't want to stay with family, so it might end up being that I stay with some friends, or one thing's for sure, I can't continue to be without a roof over my head and manage the things I need to manage. So the friends thing is looking pretty viable right now. So anyway, I'm gonna get back on the road for now and get back home. Get back to Medford, and I'll do another update. Like I said, in 1 to 2 days, we'll go over some goal setting. Real quick before I go, though, I wanted to talk about the introduction of other people on this Bottom to Top project in these videos. We had mentioned, we had gone over a couple days ago on bringing other people in and doing interviews and, showing their perspective and things. I've been doing some thinking, guys. For those of you that are just watching the videos and don't have access to my Facebook page, you won't know this, so I'll tell you. A few nights ago, my mind began to kind of shift in how I felt and the way I thought about the people that I've been encountering. Long story short, a lot of them don't want to change their lives. I mean, there's a host of reasons, and we won't get into that, but just a long story short, they're comfortable right where they're at, and they don't really plan to change their life at all. Truth be told, I think if you even would offer, I can't come up with a percentage off the top of my head, but I think if you even offered a way for these people to change their life, I don't know if they would even take it. Some of them I know would do it as long as you were making all the steps for them. They would tag along. But as soon as you left the responsibilities in their laps to, you know, to cowboy up, I think a lot of them would fold. And I think it's just because their habits, what they're comfortable with, you know, the ways of their life that they've grown comfortable with are pretty much set, and they have no real intentions of changing it. Now, the ones that do, they get out there and they hustle and they make it better. They stay with some friends or family, and they go and they look for work, and they get back on their feet slowly, maybe, but surely, you know, and they build themselves back up. So here's my thought on this. Even though I do want to put some perspectives together from other people and let you hear them, I don't want to taint this project. This project's mission solely is to go from the down and outs to being back up on your feet and positive and successful with what you're doing. And I really don't want to introduce other people's opinions on, you know, what's all wrong with the world and why their situation is so bad. And I don't want a bunch of sob stories, you know, making excuses and procrastinating doesn't do anybody any favors. And I see some people for sure that I'd like to help, but I see an awful lot of these people that you really wouldn't be able to help even if you offered it, because they're not really willing to help themselves right now. And until they change their minds, until they really dig deep and change their habits and things, that's just kind of how it is. So, you know, we'll feel that out and see how that goes. But as of right now, I think that this is pretty much a story that I'm just going to share, and we're going to keep other people to a minimum, because I don't want to taint it, you know. Other than that, and if you have comments or questions, concerns about that, you know, let me know. Leave some comments or drop by the Facebook page and hit me up, send me an email, you know, whatever. And I'm open to your suggestions. Another thing, real quick. Homeless people and people that are, you know, struggling with the things that they don't have in life, leave stashes here and there. They leave sleeping bags, blankets, and little stashes of food. They hide them, put them in a plastic bag, put them under a bush. Guys, if you're ever out walking along and find a little stash of stuff, whether it be blankets or pictures or, you know, whatever it may be, leave it alone. Leave it alone. One, you don't need it, you know. And if you do, you don't need it nearly as bad as they do. I promise you that. So if you're ever out, just leave that stuff alone. That's their little cachet. That's how they get by. That's how they get from place to place. And, you know, it's important to them. So, you know, I'd ask that you don't really mess with it, you know. Other than that, I think I'm going to get back on the road. I got a lot to do when I get back home. I'm going to be giving you guys another update here in 1 to 2 days or so, and we're going to be going over some goals. Okay, so until then, guys, this is it. I gotta admit, my mind's really been heavy with things over the past couple days. So hopefully that starts to calm down here after a while. Okay, talk to you later.